8, 8, 8, the flop here. Dimitri with the 8.
Whoa.
Quads. Easy game. Unfortunately, nobody has anything from his point of view. But you know what Ivan's got? He's got an idea in mind. Bets 30. Backdoor, straight and flush draws.
Dimitri's made the super nuts a couple hands now in a row. And the Jacker 9 could cause some problems for Ivan, but at the same time, in a multi-way pot getting called, I don't think he's just like gonna go insane.
If I had a little quarter pot,
yeah. But
wow, he just can't help himself. He just
No.
fires again. I mean, you know, we loved the bluff a minute ago. It's easy to say not loving quite so much now when we can see he's up against quads. But this one does feel a little different, Jeff. 8, 8, 8 board. Someone calls. There are not many cards they're going to fall to on the turn.
also he limps.
155.
Wow, and he comes out with the raise.
55.
You know, I like this raise actually because a player like Ivan, who could maybe maneuver himself into some leveling, could say, you know, would he raise an 8? And if not, then you know maybe I can make it 450 here, and or I could just call and set up a play in the river. So he, you know, if he just calls, the alarm bells go off. Maybe he just shuts it down, or maybe he has one more like small shell in the river or something. But he or one, you know, 200K shell. But if here you could actually get Ivan to like blast it and put you all in.
Calling, we can sometimes win some more chips.
Yeah.
Raising here, we can sometimes get them all.
Yeah, he's also setting up essentially a pot size river shove if Ivan were to call here somehow, or I think Ivan's now thinking that's what he's thinking. Can I rep that? Can he credibly have an 8? And if he doesn't, maybe I could. And am I, you know?
Yeah, I mean, Ivan can go into something a bit more. I think, if he's got a hand like queens or has a king.
Oh my goodness.
Here we go, Jeff. You called it. Gives him a chance to go ballistic. And the Dimitri's like, hang on a second, do I have the 8? I just better double check my cards here. I'm pretty sure I got quads.
What country is Dimitri from? What is that
Does
flag?
indeed have quads. That is a flag that I'm not too familiar with.
It must be somewhere near here. Like,
and Dimitri moves
I
all
don't know about that. I mean, I guess it's only a little more, so he figures he has a king at that point or
he's
whatever.
got a king, or he's somehow got aces, or seems unlikely from the cutoff, but
yeah.
I think I'm okay. Generally one side goes a bit funny.
Oh my goodness.
You know, just quads for Stephen Chidwick.
Not even worried.
Hope that's not another 8 for Kathy Laney.
Why not? Just bet, right?
Yeah.
You're
Who bets with quads on the fly?
Well, you're getting action or you're not, no matter what.
Yeah,
if it is
exactly.
8s, that's coming along. All ace highs, and look at this.
Oh,
the raise.
Music to Chidwick's ears.
This is why you
as
bet
Laney
quads.
check raises, and Chidwick has quads.
How easy is it to just simply remove a king? Say, oh, well, he doesn't have that. Raise.
Just makes the call. Turn is the 9 of hearts. Laney slows down. Chidwick checks behind, hoping to draw a bet on the river. The river is a 6.
And it looks like Laney does, in fact, have pocket 8s here.
That would make sense. Chidwick just thinking now how much he should raise to. See, Laney has 78K behind.
Would he ever go to just 50, make it 30 more? If he's worried about her not calling all in.
He puts all of it in there.
There goes. Effective all in.
Now it's decision time for Kathy Laney. On her second bullet. It's Super High Roller Bowl Bahamas. She does find the fold. You give one of the best players in the game quads, and the rest of the field's going to be in trouble.
If you enjoy our videos and would like to see more, make sure to check out the links in the description and follow Party Poker as they are providing us with their content. Also, make sure to comment below what you would like to see next, and we will work on your ideas as soon as possible.
Bad flop for Sexton, or you wouldn't think it's too bad a flop. You know, if you get involved in one of these spots and an ace or king doesn't come, you're entitled to think that your tens may well be good.
Not only that, but I do believe that Sexton has a reasonable line on McFadden's game, in that they were saying that, you know, obviously they witnessed how Keith McFadden got a hold of 100,000 in chips, and it was by being a bit loose and reckless.
But this is more and more trouble for Mike here.
You get to listen to Fenton all day. Yeah.
No, he's still entitled to think that there's a reasonable chance that 2 tens is good here.
I would. What do you think about McFadden betting quads on the flop? That's
Maybe you didn't look.
It's very tricky.
Yeah. Sexton may be trying to work out what McFadden is. I guarantee you, the last hand he's going to put him on his 4 twos. No, there's a bit of a lesson here for people that, you know, like a lot of guys, when they hit a big hand, I mean, they get absolutely terrified that they're not going to get paid and start checking the thing to death and end up making the minimum.
This pot's big, Park. This pot is 50,000 strong.
Oh,
no! Oh, no!
Oh, God. This game is bent. There's absolutely no way Mike Sexton is still going to be sitting in that chair at the end of this pot. There's no way out of this.
He's got tens full. McFadden's got quads.
That Mike Sexton must be sitting there thinking, he's just won the lottery here. There's absolutely no way out of this. This is a cold deck.
You know, Mike Sexton has seen it absolutely all in poker, but this is another one for the books. And,
oh my God.
Sexton's played a great tournament, but McFadden has just got him roped in.
You know, like
a dusty cat.
In my book, Sexton's one of the top 10 tournament players in the world.
Now, interestingly enough, I mean, well, I think this is the raise is nearly all of Sexton's chips. Nearly all.
God, I mean,
there's only 2 hands that beat him on the board.
It shows you how good
right
Sexton is. I mean, anybody else in that room would have all the money in by now. Sexton says he's beginning to think that perhaps McFadden may have jacks full.
Right. I guess I found jacks full.
Jeez.
Wow, this would be one of the most sensational passes ever in the history of TV poker.
Well, I think if he can avoid re-raising, it'll be...
What?
If I have 30, let me see.
Sexton has quite rightly worked out that
18.
this might be a little bit more trouble than he thought it was.
Well,
It's going through his head that for McFadden to make this move that he may well have jacks full.
let's have that much. 26.5.
No, there's no way he's passing Park.
I'm
There's
telling you,
absolutely no way he's passing.
Anybody else in the room would be out doing their interview right now. Sexton has somehow or other managed to smell danger, which is pretty good considering the way McFadden's been
Well, I have
playing.
to call you. You get jacks full, I'm out, I guess.
Cool.
You can change.
Yeah. 4 twos.
Oh, God.
Oh my God.
That's a good.
Mike does that.
That's why they call him the classiest man in poker.
All right. Good luck.
Does it bad people.
I'll tell you what, that is unbelievable. And that's a story for the bar and for poker history.
Good luck.
You just saw it. Flopped quads on against a second nut full house. And
Raised 150.
I'm calling as well.
So Luke, possibly a slight boredom raise. Tony G just flat calling with the ace and another ace.
he's done this so often.
Yeah, but the thing is, the table's dynamics change a bit. You know, when Sam Trickett was squeezing away all the time, maybe that was the play. But Sam's a bit, you know, he's talking about dinner
And Overstock as well. There was a time when she was making plays like this with no hand from the small blind.
Normally I don't mind this kind of thing, trying to set up the squeeze play, and if it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. But it's a reasonable flop for Roland.
Did you hear him scream?
It's actually quite a good flop for aces, isn't it? I mean,
did you hear Roland scream?
but it's going to be hard to not do your money with the aces here. Now, what's happened is Gentily's decided to come out firing. She's got top pair. She called pre-flop with Queen 9 suited. Quite reasonable. However, she's made the donk lead, find out where you are, that kind of thing. You're probably winning. You want to protect against overcards. You don't really think anyone's going to have a 3, and you want to narrow the field down.
And you know,
now Tony G somehow has just found the call, which is pretty amazing, really.
Wow, Roland's, look how live he's drawing to. If Tilly can find a 9 or Tony can find the ace.
Yeah, well, obviously Roland was going to call because, you know, he wants to try and... He's got 2 punters, you know, he's thinking one of them's going to bet on the turn. This is a bad card for Roland, really, because it might scare off his customers, the fact that it's come diamonds. Tony G does have the ace of diamonds, though, and we know that his MO is that he generally likes to call. I think Jennifer will pass, and that Tony will just call. I think that's how it's going to work out.
Enough of me and you.
And if it comes a diamond on the river, we might see Tony G do a bit of money.
And if it comes an ace,
well, if it comes an ace, that would be a double up for Roland de Wolf.
Let me take it.
Yeah, Tony G does just flat call, and here is the river. And it's a blank, the black deuce. What a blank. So Tony G's he's in check call mode, Tony G. Roland's, he can get away with betting 4,200 and get a call. He's asking for it to be spread.
No, he's gonna get greedy.
I mean, he might go for greedy because he knows that Tony G, you know, is a bit of a caller. Yeah, he's going for like 6, 7, 8 grand. Yeah,
8 into 7.
Yeah. He's kind of doing that thing where, well, I didn't get much value out of the earlier street, so I'll make up for it by betting more on the river. And Tony G might be thinking that this is a kind of nuts or nothing situation. You'll often get a caller here, and they both will say, "Yeah, I knew it was quads or nothing," because what else are you supposed to have here? You know, like 9's full.
I don't think I'd do 7.
It looks like it could have been could be a flush here, right?
Could be a flush, yeah.
Or would you bet bigger on the turn with a flush?
Well, it could be a flush. The only thing is Tony G's got the ace of diamonds, and, you know, would Roland have raised with a flush draw? Like a nice laydown.
Well, you've been limping in with kings? Aces. I have aces right now. Okay, nice one.
Roland's certainly not showing the quads there. He's pretty sick that Tony G found a fold with the aces.
And now he's wishing he had bet a little. He's telling himself, would have gotten 4 was.